those details. And now moving on and shifting our focus to a concerning update that we're getting in from Maharashtra, because we're learning that 6 devotees, including some children, were killed and more than a dozen others were injured after an under-construction wall on the premises of a temple collapsed. So at this point in time, we're learning that 6 devotees, including some children, were killed and more than a dozen were injured. And those are the visuals on your screen of the under-construction wall in the premises of a temple that collapsed following strong winds and heavy rains in Maharashtra Sangli district. People had gathered at the temple to seek the blessing of the deity. The incident took place as the strong winds started sweeping through the area towards the evening hours. We're learning that to protect themselves from the storm, some devotees took shelter beside a nearby wall that was under construction, and that is when it fell. Let me go across to my colleague Arunil, who's been tracking all the details. Arunil, this is very concerning because we're learning that 6 devotees, including some of the children there as well, they were killed and more than a dozen people were injured after this under construction wall that we can see on the screen in the temple that collapsed. Give us more updates about this.
That is right, Akansha. Basically, unfortunate news coming in from the Sangli district in Maharashtra. A wave of grief has hit the entire area. Basically, unfortunately, 6 people have lost their life. More than 12 also seriously injured. Injured have been moved to the nearby hospital. And what is unfortunate in this is, like, amongst these six people who have died, there are children in that as well. More than 300 devotees had gathered in the local temple to pray at the local temple. That is when basically storms started blowing in. It became stormy over there. So these devotees took shelter near an under construction wall, and a big iron sheet fell on them because of the strong winds that were blowing. Unfortunately, 6 people have lost their life. PM Modi has also tweeted paying his heartfelt condolences to the victims' family members.
Absolutely, very concerning what really happened there in Maharashtra Sangli. Let me take our viewers through the statement that is coming from the Prime Minister on this. He has said that I'm deeply saddened to hear about the loss of lives due to the wall collapse in Sangli in Maharashtra. At the tragic moment, my condolences are with the grieving families. My prayers are for the injured to recover as soon as possible. Prime Minister Modi has taken to social media to say that he's deeply saddened to hear about the loss of life due to the wall collapse there in Sangli in Maharashtra, is what we're learning so far. At this point in time, we're learning that 6 devotees have in fact died, including some of the children there in a temple tragedy there in Maharashtra, is what we're learning so far. This is a concerning update that is coming in from Maharashtra. We're learning that people gathered at that temple to seek the blessings. The incident took place as the strong winds started sweeping through the area towards the evening hours, and to protect themselves from the strong winds, in fact, these people took shelter beside a nearby wall that was under construction. As the intensity of the winds increased, a nearby shed made of iron, a sheet that got uprooted and slammed directly onto the wall, and that is when this incident in fact took place.